Hello, good evening from here. You're welcome to Opinion Sharers. My name is Paul, and just in case you're just joining us or you've never been here before, we'd like for you to like our page and follow us. On this page, we normally discuss issues that surround social, political issues that surround Africa, Nigeria. So in most cases, we focus on issues that are happening in Nigeria. Okay, but tonight we are going to be talking another issue that concerns Nigeria specifically, which is the Anambra election. We will do a brief analysis of the election that is currently going on in Anambra. So please do join us. We ask that you share it. Please do share the link. The village boy is already here, and Tosin is going to be joining, and Michael as well. We will be discussing the Anambra election. I hope Tosin will also be able to give us a brief feedback as per what's happening between the Nigerians in UAE and the Nigerian government. So if I don't know, maybe some people might be interested in that. He would give us a little bit of update. Today's show is going to be very brief, but we just have to do a touch on this particular subject. So thank you very much. If you're joining us, please do grab the link and share. So I'm trying to quickly do that now. Okay, so Michael, are you there? Michael, can you hear me?
Good evening. I can hear you. Good evening of yours.
Okay. Village boy, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you. I'm the village boy. I'm trying to share the thing. I thought I've shared it, but it's not showing. What's going on here? It's not showing on
Okay.
my. Maybe you send it. Send it to the link to my WhatsApp. Then I don't know.
Okay, let me quickly grab the link and
just
send
shared
to you. Okay.
I thought I did. I don't know.
Let me go look for this link. Please help us share the link if you find it. I think, Michael, are you sure you have not shared it on the page? Somebody just shared it on the page now.
I have done that. I've shared it.
I mean, you shared it on Opinion Sharers itself.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that should be where the technical error came in. Let me just check again.
Okay, Village Boy, I've shared it with you.
Good to share it already. Let me see.
Oh, you were able to share it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's quickly go to the discussion. Village Boy, you've heard about the news that is happening, and one of the first things that I saw while scrolling through the social media some minutes ago was the activities of men who associate with, or some guys online who associate with Biafra who think there shouldn't be election in Nigeria. So I saw one particular one that's actually, let me see if I can share it, but you can just continue giving your opinion on that topic.
Well, thank
Just
you
make
very
it
much.
brief.
Yeah, I think I also read sometimes during the week that the sit at home has been lifted for a week so that the election can hold. I wouldn't think that disrupting the election is a very wise decision because, as it were, up to today, the sovereignty of that entity of the entire geographical landmark is still held by Nigeria or a Nigerian government. So, disrupting elections, I don't think is capable of achieving the what they're agitating for. So that's what I think, especially if the people that are contesting election in Anambra happens to be bona fide citizen, bona fide indigenes of Anambra State. So if they think that their approach is to govern the place, um, I don't know. I don't think that it's wise to disrupt the election as it were. Though going forward, I think election at state level should not be conducted by a national body like INEC. Each state should have its own independent electoral body and should be allowed to conduct its own election. But that is another matter altogether. But as it is now, we have a central body that controls election. So if there was an intention saying that they've lifted the ban, a sit-at-home ban for a week so that the election can hold, I'm a bit confused about the other people who are posting on Twitter that the election will not hold. So are they the fifth columnist? Or it's one of those contradictions that we have been living with in recent times in our country. And I don't forget that the social media is a mixture of true falsehood, half truth, and you know indecent propaganda, as it were. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Michael, since Michael is on ground, what is your view of what is currently happening on ground?
Thank you. Good evening, viewers. It's good to be here again after a while. Thank you so much for this opportunity again. Anambra election is one that is giving us another dimension to the. I'm trying to get the right word to use to the level of disorder. Yeah, I think that sounds better in Nigeria at the moment, and it boils down to how the whole situation in the country in terms of insecurity has been managed. And at this point, I would love to say that what is happening in the southeast today in general, and Anambra in particular, it's as a result of, shall I say, lack of attention to the quest or to the agitation of people. Good. People will always come up to render opinion, to share their thoughts. Okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. But it is the responsibility of government, particularly at the national level, to engage with citizens and relevant stakeholders at this particular zone, okay, to see how best the situation can be calmed. But failure to do that is what has led to what we are seeing today, particularly in Southeast and Anambra State. And talking about the election, we that cannot be separated entirely from the sit-at-home order, the IPOB agitation, and whatever we may want to add to that. So now we have been observing the trend, following the media space, and I'm so disappointed that, not disappointed, I think it's a source of worry to me that Anambrarians couldn't come out to actually exercise their franchise as it is meant to be, assuming the state is secured and well protected. Because a normal human being we first, quest after security before any other thing. And that is what we have seen in Anambra today because despite the promises being made by security agencies, security chiefs, and all of those, people still couldn't trust the decision or the statement coming from the top echelon of these security outlets. And that has led to what we have seen today, or rather, what we are seeing. So I am only observing and see how the electoral umpire, that's INEC, will come up with their statistics, with their arithmetic at the end of the day, because there are certain criteria to be met. And if this is not met, we see what is going to happen afterwards. So permit me to just leave it at this point as the conversation proceeds. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Michael. Like I said before, we are going to close very soon. I think Tosin is not, you can't see his face here yet. So I'm going to throw a question. My next question will go to the village boy there. I believe he would be able to do justice to it. When you look at the federal might in Nigeria, and I'm sure you understand what I mean by federal might, and then look at what the Nigerian army has been doing currently or recently, just before this election, or maybe, let's say, maybe it was in preparation for the election. They clamped down on men of armed men or men that are armed that are believed to be members of Biafra.
Okay. I think you should have had unknown armed men.
Okay. Unknown armed men. Okay, now vis-a-vis the insecurity in the north. Somehow, I was going to ask Tosin, was he expecting that there was going to be election in the north? And then briefly, I want him to also give us an update, if there's any update regarding the relationship between Nigeria and the UAE government, which is something we have discussed recently, and I'm sure there are a lot of people that are expectant. So, village boy, please quickly take like 1 minute to quickly delve into that.
The federal might, right? There seems to be a lot of contradictions. Though the army is denying the fact that most of the videos we saw during the week were doctored. So, and again, that's the problem. We don't even know what the truth is again. So you read one thing this morning, in 2 hours you read another story. Of course, if there is, I think there's more security challenge in the north than in the east. We also cannot run away that the unknown men or the unknown government, depending on the where you are standing, are doing a lot of damages in the east. They are killing. We have had, how they molested people on those that sit at home days and all that. So where they deny people to go about their legitimate business, I think that is not proper. And engaging the people, even if you want to secure a number for the purpose of election, I don't think it should be by way of the Maccabees dance, whereby you just go there to intimidate people. So people are already angry. When you now intimidate them, you are making them to disenfranchise themselves. So because of that, we should not be surprised if the turnout is very, very low. It will be abysmally low because people who fear for their life will say, look, onto what should I go and risk my life? It's not as if they feel the effect of governance, as it were, as it should be. So why would they want to risk their life? So if you think that you are intimidating the criminals, so say the criminal element so that they cannot come out during elections. You are also intimidating the innocent people who would have otherwise gone out to vote. Though there are other factors that are usually responsible for low turnout of for electors. We we hardly received massive turnout of electorate in Nigeria, so that is not too surprising. But this case is not complicated because you went there, you are shooting sporadically around the place, intimidating the people. So if you even have the mind, let's say I have PVC and I want to vote, the question is like, is it a risk that is worth taking? What if I go to vote and I don't return? So a lot of genuine people might, because of that intimidation, not go out. So I don't think it was a good strategy, as it were. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Tosin, are you there? So the question I asked earlier is, were you expecting that there was going to be election in Anambra? Despite, I mean, looking at all the insecurity issues and the trust issues and the propaganda of Biafra.
Yes, I was expecting there's going to be election because what we have in Anambra is not as worst as what we have in Maiduguri in Borno State. That's prior to 2015 general election, but election host there. And it is irresponsible of the IPOB. I understand the agitation, I identify with them, but they are irresponsible to say election will not hold, even if when it is off-season election, that the government can deploy all the might they have to one location to make sure it is secured. In such election, you don't say election doesn't. If it is a general election now that they have many states to focus on, then you can still try your luck. But when it is off-season election like that, it is one state. They will deploy all the might they have. So it is irresponsible of them to say election will not hold and discouraging people. And only a few hours before the election, they now backed out. This is how this is how we do ourselves. So I was expecting election to hold in Anambra State. The election is going to hold anyhow, even if there is killings. The last election in Kogi State, how many people were killed, their house burned, elections still hold, results still announced. This is the scenario we have found ourselves as a people. So I was expecting election to hold, and that election would have been if IPOB and if IPOB have positioned themselves very well, they will have a gain in this Anambra State election. But instead, they didn't position themselves very well. They said they will not allow election and all that. But when they see the overwhelming security personnel on ground, they have to back out. So that is irresponsible of them. No citizen should deprive other citizen of their fundamental right to vote and to select people. We might want to argue,
Okay.
but don't have all that. That is a talk for another day. But
Okay. Tosin, please. We don't have time. We have about 11 more minutes, and I want to keep to time. Today is like we are on channels, so I'm going to be cutting you. No verse. So
no
I want you
problem.
to quickly give us a feedback, if there is any, if there is within 30 seconds.
Okay. On the situation of things here and the ban between UAE and Nigeria. Lately, there has been
Is it from my end or from Tosin's end?
I think Nigeria happened to him outside.
I suppose. I suppose.
Nigeria, Nigeria and Dubai happened to him today, finally. Okay, Tosi, you are back. Quickly, please.
Oh, I couldn't say everybody, so I thought you guys have problem with internet. I know my internet is very bad here. Actually, I was just working on
Yeah,
that.
it is.
So the governor of Kano State, Ganduje, he had event with the aviation industry in Nigeria today. I think he was given award. I don't know. So he was lamenting there of how the flight ban between UAE and Nigeria, the Emirates airline in particular, how it has hindered his partnership with some organization. I think they had wanted to upgrade the Kano State airline to uh, international level that can bring Emirates to land there. So he was lamenting on this. So he's getting to them. They are feeling the heat also. And from our side, there's no news, positive news till now, but we are still mounting pressure on them. We are working on the ground, and very soon results will be visible to everyone.
All right, thank you very much. Michael, I want to ask you, do you think we will soon have a president that is willing to share power in Nigeria? With the amount of power, I'm following that question that I asked the village boy earlier about the federal might. Do you think we will get to the point anytime soon where we will have a president that will be willing to share that say, oh, this power is just too much. We need to distribute it to states and especially state. You are muted.
Sorry. This issue of devolution of power has been in public discourse for years, and there has been a lot of scholarly perception and public perception to it. But the fact of the matter is this, that I'm looking at it from this dimension, that leadership is always easy when you are not there. So power is always easy also when you are not there. And we have seen that happen in the last presidential election we had, that brought in uh, President Muhammadu Buhari into office, campaigning okay about restructuring. And when one of the key elements of restructuring, as argued by eminent scholars, the likes of Professor Hossa Sagai, that is about shielding certain elements of presidential power. I mean, just to make the system work. And at present, with the class of people within Nigeria's political environment as we move towards 2023, I really doubt I doubt rather if that is going to happen, because it is always easier said than done. Everybody wants to be powerful, everybody wants to be eminent in their own space, but it takes a true democratic mind to actually make this happen. And another way to it is the governors. They have always been at loggerhead rather with the federal government, but they also, we know how many of them interested in becoming the president of Nigeria. So I think the onus is on us, or rather the National Assembly, that quote and unquote claim to be the representative of the people, to actually pursue this agenda. But outside of that, I don't see that happening anytime from now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Michael. Village boy, can you please take 1 minute to tell us what you think about the fact that media such as Sahara reporters and other people are reporting that a lot of people are not turning out for the election in Anambra. What is the implication of that? Because I'm sure, just like Tosin said, whether we like it or not, they will announce a winner. But what is the implication of that for us?
Well, the low turnout, like I said earlier on, should not be a surprise to anybody. What implication? It doesn't have any implication. The moment an election is announced and a winner is announced, it will assume power. The worst thing that could happen is that any of the aggrieved contestants will go to court and will go through the court processes. And that is one of those things where Anambra is an off-season because of the court process in the past during Igige time. So there is Even if it is 1,000 people that voted, that will come to vote in all the states, and that 1,000 votes is distributed among the contestants, they will announce results. Anyway, I read somewhere, I don't know, that a particular party already has 10 has result for 10 local governments as at 48 hours ago. So I don't know whether it is true. So the truth is that Nigeria, we are used to ghosts. We have ghost workers, we have ghost electors, we have all these ghosts will come and vote. If human being will not vote, ghosts will vote. And we will count the vote of ghosts and merge it with the ghost, the vote of people. And we will announce the results. And we make noise and life will continue. Uh, so there's no application. Seriously speaking, there will be a winner.
People will
Within
go
the
to
next,
they will go to church on Sunday to go and celebrate
and,
or mosque.
but I was also reading somewhere. I'm not sure that it's true that the election may be extended to tomorrow. So if that is happens, if that is true, it means the result may not come out until after church service tomorrow. So there may not be outing service for the election tomorrow, but it will still come someday somehow. Maybe next week Sunday. Eh?
Okay, now, thank you, sir. Uh, Tosi, we are closing now. We have 3 minutes, barely 3 minutes left. I want you to quickly summarize what's your word for Anambra people, and if you want to say something to your people in Dubai who are struggling and things are difficult for them, if you have a word of hope or advice, please go ahead. 1 minute.
For Anambra people, they should vote. They should not fight. They, I hope they have utilized this opportunity more. But of course, there's still when there's life, there's hope. So they should just vote and stay safe. They should try. They should try as much as possible to be safe first. Even if they will not cast their votes, they should stay safe. And for our people in Dubai that are affected with the work permit and the flight ban issue and could not renew their work permit, I want everybody to stay strong. We are on the issue. We are having round the clock meeting and to put more pressure on Nigerian government so that they can do something. We are working around the clock. We are having meetings with people both in Nigeria and in UAE, and very soon things will get back to normal by God's grace. And to Nigerian government too, we want them to stand up to their responsibility. A lot of their citizens are in Dubai, are in UAE, suffering, losing their job every day, and people's life are difficult now. People's life is becoming difficult by the day. So they should sit up and fix their issue with their UAE counterparts. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Village boy, word of advice for Anambra people, and I want to give you a difficult task, and the Biafra agitators.
Well, I think it's not different from what Sotin has said. Safety is first, and for agitators, the fact remains that they are still not going to operate in a vacuum. It's the same people you are fighting for, and at the end of the day, you will still come to the table to talk, to finalize issues. So if it is not an individual ambition, if it is for the sake of the people, you have to ensure so that you should be interested in the safety of the people first. It's people that is when you have people that are safe and alive that you can govern over. Yeah, it's as simple as that. And those who want to vote, it's almost getting late in Nigeria now. It's almost like 5:30. If you think it is secure enough to vote, go and vote. If you are not sure, so sure, safety first. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Michael, we are going now, so quickly, your word of advice.
Yeah, I will just say again, using the word of Bishop Matthew Azankoka. As Christians, the only commodity we have is hope. And I key to that statement, we continue to hope that Nigeria gets better. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Paul, and I remain your host on this show, the Opinion Sharers platform, where we discuss political, social issues that concerns Nigerians, Africans, and the global community. We are a community of people who are conscious, who are educated, well-traveled, well-informed. We share our views and opinion. And if we have people like Adebayo Larry, who commented earlier how to join, please do send a message to us via the DM, or check out our email or the phone number on this opinion sharers page. You can reach us there. We can connect you such that you can participate in the next discussion. Thank you very much. We come your way again. Please do share this link. Do share this broadcast rather, so that other people can be a blessing from it. We see you again. Bye-bye.